Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining our Master of Science in Applied Life Sciences program overview webinar today. My name is Janet Down. I'm the Admissions Outreach Coordinator here at Keck Graduate Institute. And here with me today, we have our Professor of Practice in Translational Medicine, Dr. Anastasia Levitin, just to speak a little bit more about the program and answer any questions that you may have. Dr. Levitin, I'm going to turn it over to you. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you, Janet, and welcome. And I encourage you to interrupt me and ask me questions so we can cover this program in the best ability. Okay, so my name, as Janet said, is Anastasia Levitin, and I am the program director for the MS program. And as part of the program, we have a number of goals, and we strive to maintain a globally diverse program because it's been proven that such environment is perfect in offering students new perspectives and help them learn and raise questions. So the program's another goal is to prepare students for employment or to prepare them so they can continue into advanced graduate programs. So this program is designed for both undergraduate students with and without research experience, and for those who are currently in the workforce seeing career advancement opportunities. So MS in Applied Life Sciences is a 2-year, 54-credit program where students receive education through didactic theory courses, which uses active learning pedagogy. So that means that lectures are minimum, there's more interaction, group activities, team activities, presentations, ability to learn the scientific information, digest it, and present it in easy to understand terms. Because if students decide to continue and work in industry, the teams they would work in would consist of people coming from different areas. So speaking in using their terminology, their terms is important. So we, the structure, in addition to didactic courses, with active learning, students also are required to do a capstone project and to get experience through working on real life projects. So the students are doing applied translational research, clinical research, industry-sponsored capstone projects, so hands-on experience where they can use the information they got from didactic courses and apply it on real-life projects. As part of this program and through our didactic classes and experiential learning, we help students develop habits of mind, competencies that are necessary to operate, such as leadership, teamwork, critical and creative thinking, effective communication, as I mentioned, interpersonal skills, because research shows that these habits are best developed in a globally diverse program, and that's why we're also striving for creating and maintaining a globally diverse program. So other competencies the program helps students to develop as part of their training here at KGI is their social, emotional intelligence, and which they receive through the experiential learning, and include decency, resilience, maturity, and other skills. So please, if you have questions, interrupt me so I can address them. So this program is a sciencey program that emphasizes applied and translational research and is designed to prepare students for various careers in biotech, pharma industry, specifically in research and development departments. And we also prepare students to work in academic research or clinical research labs. The program is also designed to prepare pre-health students that are interested in continuing to advance health professional programs or to work in the community. And due to rigorous research experience, many of our students continue into doctoral programs in academia or industry. So the MS program is designed to provide with information as part of the science, industry focus, or professional development courses. And we also introduce students into provide them with knowledge on drug discovery, pharma pipeline, regulatory and business affairs, bioprocessing, engineering, all the points in the pharma pipeline. So through this experiential learning, and depending on the concentration the student chooses, we help students with getting this biotech and pharma industry experience by working on company-sponsored projects, and I'll talk about this later. So our graduates that are part of the MS program are well positioned to enter the workforce to answer market's needs for employees in research. And as you can see, there's a growing trend. There's more and more jobs available. More employers are looking for students that have this extensive research experience, plus know how drug discovery and pharma pipeline works. That's what we prepare our students for. Hello, Victor. Welcome. And if you have any questions, please interrupt me. So, as I said, we provide, as part of this program, we provide students with science, industry-focused professional development classes. We introduce them to entire pharma pipeline, how drugs are discovered, developed, the regulatory aspects, the business aspects, and engineering scale-up bioprocessing. We also provide students with hands-on real-life translational, applied translational, clinical research experience based on the program, or with the industry experience, again, based on the concentration the student chooses. If the students are pre-health and are interested in continuing into professional schools like medical school, dental, and so forth, the students, when in the program, work closely with pre-health advisors who assist the students in getting experiences they are lacking or making experiences that would make students more competitive, assistance on selecting courses, and anything that would help students to get into these health professional programs. And KGI has an extensive network with biotech and pharma companies, as well as healthcare institutions in which students can use to find internships where they can work at a company between their first or second year, or find employment opportunities so they can get a job at the end of the program. So we have a well-structured Department of Career Services that can help the students with the applications and securing those internships or employment. Now let's talk about curriculum. As I mentioned, this is a 54 credit program. The program consists of core science and professional development courses, as well as electives. And So core and science professional courses students can are required to complete. Electives we are more flexible, where students can or do not need to declare concentration and can take any course that is offered at KGI that they can register for. So this is the curriculum. Those are core science and professional development courses. As you can see, these are applied courses that will introduce students to pharma pipeline, such as pharmaceutical discovery, development, molecular biotechnology, industry ethics, and the students will also learn and get knowledge on hot topics in translational medicine, and applied sciences such as microbiome, epigenetics, nutrigenetics, pharmacogenomics, precision medicine, all those hot topics with the developing science that they will learn about and become proficient in. Now, out of 39 elective credits, the students can have a choice of either declaring a concentration and specializing in a particular area or particular part of pharma pipeline, or they have a choice of not declaring a concentration, where they can take classes that they are interested in that would prepare them for the next step in their career. So that's an a la carte option. Now, each concentration, if student selects a concentration, each concentration requires completion of 15 credits that will consist of a couple of classes and capstone project. So 6 concentrations are available. They are translational research, where students work on experimental lab or bioinformatic projects dealing with cancer, neurodegenerative diseases, autoimmune diseases. There's a lot of research in different areas, applied translational research that is going at KGI that students can take advantage of. There's also infectious disease research, which allows students to work on infectious disease related projects, understanding molecular basis of infectious diseases, working on developing medical devices, diagnostics for these diseases. Bioprocessing research concentration, bioprocessing and scale up with what has been discovered. So for example, if the antibody or the vaccine is discovered, it needs to be produced in mass quantities of the purest quality, and that's what bioprocessing is in charge. So bioprocessing research involves cell line engineering, cell growth, production, purification, viral controls, and so forth, or production of monoclonal antibodies, enzymes, vaccines, cell and gene therapy. So this is what bioprocessing deals with. Again, there's a lot of research going on in bioprocessing that students at KGI that students can take advantage of. So here are past projects. The projects vary from year to year, but listed here are past translational infectious disease bioprocessing research thesis capstone projects that you, for your review, if you would like, Janet I'm sure we'll be happy to share the slide deck with you after the presentation is over. So and if you have more questions, I would be happy to meet with you in person to discuss what research is available. Now, moving on to another concentration, which is clinical research thesis. So here, this concentration is very popular with pre-health students or students that would like to work at hospital, at the healthcare community sites. So in this concentration involves student working at such sites on a quality improvement project. So here are topics where and sample projects that our past students been involved in, and these projects deal with so their company, their hospital, healthcare organizations sponsored projects where students work on improving um, something at that site. So my most favorite is how to improve breastfeeding in newborn babies that are born at the hospital, or how to reduce a time between when a patient comes into the hospital to ER, for example, and gets a treatment. So how to improve this. So next concentration is public health research. Again, students can um, do research at KGI, but also we have a lot of connections with other organizations, public health organizations, plus some of our faculty, clinical faculty work at the healthcare sites where students can do their public health and clinical research thesis. And here are the past projects that, and current projects that our students have been working on. And yeah, we had students working at the California Department of Public Health, at USC Girls Center, at San Bernardino Department of Public Health. So these are real life hands-on experiences that the students are getting as part of this concentration capstones. Now, last but not least is the T-Masters project concentration, where our students work on real life biotech and pharma industry sponsored projects. Here are a few of companies that provided projects, sponsored projects for our students to work on. So these are real life companies, real life projects that companies sponsor. So our students work in a teams of 4 to 6 students. Students come from different programs and work on this task sponsored by a real life company. A lot of our students get employment after such an extensive year-long year-long T-Masters project during their second year. So the program structure, going back to the program structure, the schedule for the program is flexible as long as students take required core and concentration specific courses. They are free to take elective courses of their choice. So again, the schedule is flexible. Students take their required classes during first year or second year, as long as they complete the requirements by the end of the program. It's all good. The capstone experience takes place during the second year of the studies, and it's usually a 2-semester endeavor. Some students start their thesis during the summer before, volunteer in the lab or work, volunteer at the clinical side where they would do thesis in their second year. And so as I mentioned, there are required concentration or required core science courses, but there's a lot of electives. And I urge you to go through the KGI course calendar to see the wealth of courses that you, if you're in the program, can take as part of your elective load. So depending on the path you decide to go, you choose a concentration and you choose electives. So we offer electives in each step of the pharma pipeline, as I mentioned, discovery, drug development, bioprocessing, business, regulatory affairs. And throughout the program, I meet with students on a regular basis to advise them on what courses they should take to be more qualified, to be more competitive for the position or the path they would like to follow after they graduate. So I urge you to go through the course catalog and see what KGI has to offer. Those are applied, technical and elective courses that you are free to take when in the program. So I'm done with this presentation. I would be happy to hear your questions. I just want to share with you my email and a Calendly site. So Calendly site is, you can click on the site and it will take you to my schedule to see where I'm available to talk to you. I would be happy to speak with you individually about what I just shared with you, or if you have any additional questions, please schedule a meeting through Calendly, and it's going to be one-on-one. It can be in person or it can be via Zoom. Let's hear if you have any questions.
Please feel free to type the questions in the chat too if you have any questions.
Yes.
So there is one. I would like to know the funding opportunities available for this program.
So Janet, I think if you can answer that, what I can say is that the students are, when in the program, they can do, if they took a class, they can TA for that class. A lot of our students TA for courses. They also work as a graduate assistant and work in academic affairs departments, admissions departments, and other places where we have this handshake platform where students can look for a job, apply for a job on campus while in the program. Janet, if you can share.
Of course. So if you go onto our website, I put the link in the chat, but kgi.edu, and if you look up our financial aid, tuition and financial aid, you can see there is a section called Funding Your Degree. And on this website, it will show you a chart based on each program, what you can have in terms of funding. So for the MS program, there's merit scholarships, federal loans, federal work study, private loans, and VA benefits as well. So please check out our website for more information.
Okay, Victor has a question.
Okay, good day, Professor. My name is Victor, and I'm a student of Brock University from Bangladesh. I want to know, like, if I want to apply for this program and maybe the deadline falls just after my last semester, is it possible that I can apply with my current transcript such that maybe once I am done with my thesis, then I can send the updated transcript after the deadline, but before the decision is made, the admission decision is made?
Janet, would you like to address that? Or you want me to?
So I think you can address that. It's in terms of applications and transcripts.
Yeah. Start your application as early as possible, right, Janet? And supply all the documents. I will, if you're saying you're doing your capstone, after you're done, you will be assigned an admission counselor, and they're very good about communicating with students, with applicants. So if you have new information, just keep in touch with them, and the admissions counselor will guide you through the entire project. It's pretty easy, and I would suggest you to apply as early as possible and then work with them on supplying this missing information. Yeah. And we admit students on a rolling basis, right, Janet?
Yes. So if you want to see more about our admissions for our MS program, I highly suggest you look at our website under application procedures and requirements. It will let you know the dates and deadlines. So it starts in the fall. The priority deadline is December 15th. So I highly recommend you apply by then. And our deadline's rolling.
Mhm.
I saw a question, does the assistantship come with tuition waiver and stipends? I would connect with our financial aid team. I put the admissions email in the chat. It's admissions@kgi.edu. They can give you a little bit more information about what you're qualified for and what you could do in terms of funding your degree.
Yeah. Once you start applying, I suggest you to keep in touch with the admissions counselor. They are great at answering your questions or guiding you or connecting you with the person that would be best qualified to answer your questions. So again, they are a great resource and they're very easy to work with and very pleasant to work with.
Yes, of course. Again, if there's any questions, please feel free to reach out to our admissions team or even to me. I put my email in the chat. It's jdoan@kgi.edu. And I can answer any questions you may have if you have any questions after this webinar.
Yes, and I will share my Calendly site and email address. Again, go to Calendly, schedule a meeting, and I'd be happy to talk about the program and other answer your other questions.
Okay, I see another question. We do have another webinar actually right after this just to discuss our MSTM program. So if you are looking to find out more information and want to see like what that program looks like, that webinar actually starts at 10 a.m. So I suggest looking at that. I'll put the registration link in the chat.
Yes, so it's in half an hour, and for the MS in translational medicine, I am a program co-director, so I can answer your questions. But there will be also, so since it's a MS in translational medicine's joint program, there will be program co-director from City of Hope that is responsible for research. So Victor, I suggest you to connect and ask your questions then.
Yes, and in regards to the I-20, I would connect with
I
our.
also have one.
Oh, sorry, Victor. Yes.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Very sorry. I just have one more question as well. Like for the GRE requirement, is there a way, like not really a way, is there a certain GPA grade that waives it, that waives the GRE requirement? Because I've seen some cases where they say you have a certain GPA, CGPA, the GRE requirement will be waived. I don't know if it applies to these programs as well, or the one in translational medicine.
Janet, I could not hear well. Is it Victor, were you talking about GRE requirements?
Yes, Professor. I meant like if it's possible that GRE requirements, is it going to be, can it be waived for students with certain CGPA, like very high CGPA?
We can look at that. We can also, I believe, Janet, correct me if I'm wrong. If there's some kind of waiver if students participate in summer program.
Yes. So if you participate in a summer program and complete it, like do the program from start to finish, then your GRE or standardized test score will be waived. So I highly suggest looking at our summer programs. Let me also put that in the link as well.
Yes, and our summer programs are going to be both on in-person and online virtual. So while you're getting your visa, and you can take advantage of that program virtually. Yeah.
Okay, I am applying to the summer program for January.
Good.
I look forward to my application being reviewed. So hopefully I am accepted, then I will contact
Yeah. You will also be assigned an admissions counselor. Keep in touch with them. They will answer all your questions. There was a question about I-20, Janet.
Yes, so for anything in pertaining to like international students, I would again connect with our admissions counselors. We do
Yes.
have an international student specific admissions counselor, and you can set up a meeting with them through emailing our admissions team at admissions@kgi.edu, and then they can work with you on the I-20 and everything.
Yes. Any other questions?
Yes, thank you all for joining us today. And if there are any questions, please feel free to connect with us. And we'd be more than happy to answer anything.
Yes, and if you're interested in MS in translational medicine, use that link that Janet shared to talk about.
To participate in the summer program, you would look through our website at the different summer programs that are available. And then if you're interested in one, you would apply for the summer program. And then once your application is received and reviewed and you do and are accepted, then you can choose to choose whichever summer program you would like to do and then attend that summer program.
Yeah, and
sorry.
Go. Ask your question.
Okay, thank you. I forgot to ask, the summer program, if I am accepted, would I be sponsored for the visa, or like, I mean, would I this, I would need to have a letter I'll take to the embassy or something like that. I receive it, or would it be eligible for it?
So the question is, if I participate in summer program?
Like if I get accepted into the summer program, would I be eligible to get a visa sponsorship letter to apply for visa at the embassy?
Again, this is a question to our international student counselor. Again, there are two types of program. There is an in-person and there is virtual. So you can participate in virtual program. But if you would like to come here in person, again, you'll work with our international student advisor and they will assist you. But the key is to apply early so there's enough time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to share a couple of slides about the summer program. I'm in charge of summer undergraduate research experience program. Again, as I said, it's online and in person. If you go to SURE, summer undergraduate SURE website, you will see that there are different tracks that you can select to participate in. And there's health economics and outcomes research, public health virology, immunology, pharmacogenomics, precision medicine. So there's plenty of choices. Plus, if you would like to do an in-person research, we have individual research projects where you can use this website to identify faculty, and then during application you can suggest who you would like to work on. So this program will involve research. If it's virtual track that you're participating in, there's still team project that you will be part of, and then there's activities outside of that track where you will be able to attend events from other tracks like lectures and workshops, and there will be career speaker series where you will be introduced to opportunities after that you can make use of after you graduate from your undergraduate with your undergraduate diploma, or with a little bit of training as part of the master's program. And then there is also by entrepreneurship team project where you will learn In addition to research aspect, you will learn about business aspect that goes together with drug discovery, drug development. So the business aspect will be introduced to you as part of entrepreneurship project. Yeah. So this is a summer undergraduate research experience program. There's a lot of summer programs that KGI offers during summer. I'm just introducing you to the SURE, which is Summer Undergraduate Research Experience Program, which you can do online, or you can be in person and do the actual research, wet lab research or bioinformatic research in a lab. Victor has a question. Very nice.
Yes, one more question, please.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I understand that recently the advent of research in, in biosciences requires a lot of bioinformatics training and knowledge. However, my curriculum here includes just the basic and advanced, but it's part of an elective. So I don't know, what are the programming requirements for the MS in translational medicine as well as part of the applied life sciences?
Yes, so there's a couple of programming classes. We don't assume or don't require deep knowledge in programming. That's what we're teaching students when they are in the program. So basic knowledge that you have, Victor, should be good enough. And as I said, there's a number of didactic classes on programming different languages. Plus, if you identify a thesis project that involves bioinformatics, your advisor will help you get knowledge on the project. So don't worry about that.
Okay, so what if I have a good knowledge of it and I indicate it in my CV? Is it going to give me an edge during the admissions?
So since you don't know what project you will be working on during your second year, of course, showing what you've done and what your bioinformatics knowledge is important, but we don't expect that. So just add whatever you have, and it will not, if you have limited knowledge, it's something else, it will not affect your entrance into the program. We do the we use a holistic approach, and we measure students in terms of many different parameters. So just do your best, and the admissions councils will work with you. If something needs to be added, if there's some requirement, they will communicate it to you. Yeah. Did I answer your question well, Victor?
Yes, Professor. Thank you very much.
Apply early. There's a lot of perks for you applying early, and again, the assigned admission counselor will be very helpful throughout the process. Yeah. Okay, I would apply. So when you apply, I don't have a GRE. So when you apply for the MS program, again, admissions counselor will suggest you either to get the GRE, I don't have either get the GRE testing or participate in the summer program. So if you say you want to participate in summer program, they will help you apply for the summer program and get admitted for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So are there any other questions for us in regards to summer programs or just a regular
Yeah,
program?
the question was, how do I participate in summer program? Janet, you shared the link, apply, and again, you'll be taken through the process. There's no tuition for summer program, it's free. The purpose is to give you a window in what the opportunities are for you and what KGI has to offer. It's like a mini window into KGI. We offer courses on different subjects. We offer career speaker series, and we offer these by entrepreneurship project if it's summer, if it's short program, to again introduce you to pharma pipeline, to industry, and to research. Yeah. But there's a lot of other summer programs outside of summer undergraduate research experience. I'm responsible for SURE. That's why I talk so much about SURE program, but there's many more programs. So if you would like to participate virtually, that's what I believe it's a part of the application process where you choose whether you want to participate in person or virtually. When do you start? I believe deadline is January 1st, January, to apply for summer programs. It's going on, right? You can start applying.
Yes, you can start
Okay.
applying now. So definitely apply as soon as you can.
Any additional? Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. And
Very
I hope
nice.
you both have a wonderful rest of your day. And again, please reach out if you have any other questions. But we really appreciate you for taking your time. And thank you to Dr. Levitin for taking the time to be here today and give this presentation.
Sure. And again, please feel free to continue to translational medicine program and send me an email or schedule meeting through Calendly. I would be happy to talk more about this program or others. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.